It's a 100-year-old institution, so we've just gone past our 1-century anniversary.
So UWA was established over 100 years ago now, and the grounds are really beautiful grounds. There's some very old and beautiful buildings on campus at UWA. It was the very first university in Western Australia, and it's also one of the first universities and leading universities in Australia overall.
The university has developed as one of the original research institutions in the country, and it remains one of the what's called Group of 8. So there are 8 sort of high-profile research institutions across the country, with the university probably ranked 5 or 6 out of the nation's universities, which number about 45. So it's one of the leading universities in Australia and currently ranked in the top 100 across the world.
At UWA, importantly, is also one of the top 100 universities in the world. For example, it's recognized by the QS World Universities rankings.
Because it has the highest credential, it's ranked internationally. It has a great reputation both in the country and outside of Australia. It does make a difference, I think, to get a good credential from a good university, because your employer may have to stack up 100 people, applicants, and reserve the last few to interview are the ones coming from top-notch universities. And UWA is one of those. So in the region, in the Pacific Asian region, it's one of the best.
This program looks at the exciting world of communication and media, and what is a very fast-changing world. And the program aims to equip students with quite critical, as well as theoretical and practical skills that students learn to combine, so they can cope with working in that sort of environment, of course.
The subjects that I have studied include popular culture in Asia, journalism in practice, but designing play as the module that I like the most.
In the world of business, of marketing, of government, there are a number of different worlds of employment that use communication, people with communication skills. So the ability to understand how an audience can be affected by a message. People with a communications degree have just what I think a lot of businesses are looking for. And the ability to know that you've got to target your message for a key audience in order to get maximum effect is one of the keys.
The Asian Studies stream similarly equips students with important communication skills, but also key theoretical, critical skills that students need as they are in the workforce, of course. And as part of that, we offer a Japanese language stream, but also now this year a Korean language stream.
私はウェンディです。今、UWAのアジア研究を勉強しています。
Both the Japanese language stream and the new Korean language stream are precisely set up for students who have no background in either Japanese language or Korean language. That doesn't mean that students with more advanced language skills can't enter the program. They, of course, can, but generally they won't be required to take the beginners units. They can progress to more advanced units. We have UWA staff who come and teach in the Japanese and into the language, Korean language stream. We also have staff here, importantly, based at Hong Kong University Space, who work with the students on a weekly basis. And they take the students through all the various exercises and those sorts of things. So yeah, the staff are very, very skilled in terms of their language abilities.
So one of the things UWA does, which makes it different, I think, is that the professors teaching these programs in Perth come to Hong Kong to do their teaching themselves. It means that students here are getting the best possible teaching. So I think that's one of the keys to the UWA program here in the CDP, which is that the actual experts are arriving and talking about what they know about. So I think that's a great combination. They meet week by week with tutors. Each unit is important here for us and for the students. We come here because it's vital that we review our key aspects of the unit, the key material, and to get to talk to the students one-on-one, rather than doing this electronically, where students really wouldn't get to be able to ask questions and to make clear what works and doesn't work, and to ask, could you clarify things? That makes a big difference, I think, to have the expert in the room to say, let me restate this, let me work over this point again. If it's just a PowerPoint or it's just online, you can't get that clarification. So all told, I think that really makes a big difference to have the teaching visit by the experts, by the professor responsible for the unit.
What I like the most of this program is that the lecturers are very supportive and caring.
This is what we think is a very exciting and also a very important option as part of the programs that we offer here in Hong Kong. In fact, we enable and encourage students here in Hong Kong as part of their degree to transfer to the campus in Perth. And usually we get about 10-15 students a year who do this transfer. Yes, it's very exciting. UWA basically treats the students that are based here in Hong Kong as no different from the students that are based in Perth, in Australia. It's very important to stress that the units that are offered in Hong Kong are identical to the units that are offered in Perth. And UWA draws no distinction between those students or between the units that are offered here.
Let's assume that every student wants the best possible result with the best possible name next to theirs. And the key there is to try to get into a very tough job market with the best possible university training. So it applied to me personally, as it applies to our students as well today. Where can I go? Where can I get maximum return for my investment? Really, that's all a university is an investment in your future.